Pussy. Why would Japan go to Pussy? The witch thought, rejoining her friends as they had stood on the top of the cottages. Nothing there but sand and geese. Hester! Annabelle hissed, yanking her back. Distracted, Hester had almost barreled over a cliff. She peered down at the dark sky floor, dropping off into infinite fall. If you die and leave me with knots, I'll find my way to hell just to kill you again, said Annabelle. How romantic, said Hester. Slowly, she inched towards the white, swirling mist, her boots scratching the cliff edge, but even close up, she could see nothing through the fog, nor could she locate the smell of salt water that led them here. Annabelle's nose twitched, noticing the same thing. How did we lose an entire sea? She propped over the cliff, squinting into fog. Her foot slipped. A hand pulled at her back. You catch me, I catch you, said Hester. Is that the Tetro's line? Annabelle replied. Are you quoting Princess at me? Should have dropped at you. They noticed the dots behind them, pensive. What is it? Annabelle asked. Daddy's wing, Dots wept. The man who burnt it. It was Bertie. I saw his face through his helmet. I keep trying to tell myself it wasn't. But I know it was him. Daddy would never have let this wing fall into Bertie's hands. He knew Ryan was after it. Daddy would have protected it until his last breath, which means if Bertie had it. Her eyes welled up. Hester looked at Annabelle. Neither knew what to say. Both of them had lost their parents. They knew what it was like to be alone. Dot, now, was part of their tribe. Each took one of her hands, holding their friend close. Maybe Daddy's still alive, Dot croaked, tears falling. Maybe I've got it wrong. Hester smiled as best she could. Maybe. You're my real family, you know, Dot said softly to her friends. And I know I'm a part of yours too, even if you act like I'm not. Even if you two pretend you don't need me. A coven is free. It has to be free. Because I'll be so lonely without you. Now Hester had teared up, and so did Annabelle, which only Hester could tell, since Annie's face never moved, even when she was crying. We love you, Dot, Hester whispered, hugging her tight. Even if sometimes we want to push you down the well, said Annabelle, joining the hug. Now I'll look like a fat raccoon, Dot muttered, wiping at her mascara and glancing upwards. Oh, good heavens, that's where it's been. Annabelle and Hester looked at them. The savage sea glittered high over their heads where the sky should be, the dark waters extending into the wall of mist. Caves must be up there too, said Annabelle. In that far. But how are we supposed to get up there? Hester pressed. Oh, that's easy, Dot sighed. Two witches turned to the third. Walls can be useful, said Dot as she climbed the fall. Without a wall, you might not know where to begin. But a wall is a challenge. Put a wall in front of a witch, and she'll find her way past it. Where Hester and Annabelle had seen an impossible gap in between sky floor and sea, an insurmountable fog, Dot had seen opportunity. With her least finger, she had turned the wall over to chocolates, the misty swirls now made of cocoa macaroon, butterized with sticky fudge to help the waitress keep grip. One after the other, the waitress climbed it, dots in the lid, the coffin hidden by night. For the time being, at least, Hester moved. Morning was coming fast. They'd been at it for ages and were barely halfway up the wall. Already they climbed so high that Hester's demon was shattered, her nose wing frozen, and she couldn't see the stars in the sky floor anymore. Luckily, she wasn't scared of heights. What she was scared of was the wall's sugary stench, which reminded her of babies and boyfriends of Easter bunnies, things Hester thought should be outlawed or dead. Let's say we do make it up there, Annabelle puffed. How will we get into the sea? We need to swim through to get to the caves, but we can't just jump in the water. It's upside down. Won't we just fall out and die? Hester looked up the ocean high over their heads and undulating ceiling. Let's hope Dot has the answer to that too. I don't, said Dot, dripping sweat and food. Really, I might go back to turning things to cow after this. But they had bigger problems now, for the first rays of sun had broken through the sky floor, lighting up the chocolate wall. Already, Hester could see people in the files, upside down and tiny as news, stepping out of the inverted houses, peering at the chocolate wall that had appeared overnight. Climb faster, Hester glowed, shoving Annabelle, who shoved the dots, but all three were flagging. I wish I were Thaddeus, Dot whispered. He has muscles. Rather die, said Hester. Sam, said Annie. Sun rays detonated through the iced marigold, reflecting rainbow beams up the wall. Not only were the three of them visible now, but they were spotless like waters on an ice sculpture. Hester glanced down and upturned, gas throttling through the village, armed with swords and headed for the cliff top. Even worse, heat was assaulting the wall, the sun rising full force in the sky floor. Almost there, Dot breathed, the sea getting closer. But every inch up seemed to slide them 2 inches down, the chocolates melting to goo under their hands, the marigold starting to crack. Down below, the barnacles had leaped onto the wall, their bodies closing the gap with alarming speed.